We're back.
We're back at it.
Podcast number 2, day 2.
Let us know
Well,
how
we
you
don't
like
know
the
if this is
intro.
a podcast.
Hey, don't talk over me.
Fuck.
Let us know how you like the intro. Now,
So-
Dean, you can go.
So, we don't know if this is podcast number 2. Did you do the last one as just one whole podcast?
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
So,
Wow,
that's
fuck.
the-
All the
Like
interrupts,
this are just gonna get in your face.
So we're going to start today's first podcast off with a phone a friend. We're going to see if that's going to work again.
Who are we phoning?
We're going to call Keon Pizaki. That's right, people. Remember?
Dang, KRP.
If you type the promo code KeonPP into Amazon, you'll get 20% off
Mein Kampf.
Mein Kampf.
Not me. Remember, you get 20% off Wicked the book.
It's just gonna bug that.
He's not gonna answer.
I don't know if he is this time either.
If not, I'll call
God damn
Richard
it.
in a little bit.
Hello!
No.
You reached Keon.
That might have fooled some of you, but you got voicemail's been like that for a century.
For how many years?
Since at least like junior year high school.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed. a bit.
Hasn't changed.
He hasn't
Employers-
Like, that's the
Employers
same
call-
voice. His
yeah.
voice hasn't gotten deeper or more masculine or even more feminine. It's just stayed the same.
changed. He hasn't grown up.
No, certainly hasn't.
Maybe
Keon.
once he grows some facial hair.
Yeah. The day he does that.
Lightning bug.
Ironic thing is he grows facial hair better than
Anyone in this room.
the best of us.
Yeah.
However, he still hasn't grown up.
Keon's child.
It's his genes. It's his genes.
Yeah.
Are you trying to say
They're
his
too
mother and
damn
his
tight.
father?
No. The blue ones.
So, can I bring something up from our last podcast?
Sure.
Okay, so they caught the Bath beheader or the Scranton Strangler. or
Really?
whatever. Yeah, the man that they found the body on his property confessed.
Also, they found human remains. They found
They found
four
a man named Dean. It's not me, unfortunately, but they found another man named Dean, and on his property, and then I guess they brought him in and he confessed.
Special guest Fred joining the podcast.
Hey, Sir Sly, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Are you up another level?
I guess you could say that.
Whatever it takes, man. It's your gig, not mine.
All right.
The life, a
Wait,
gig
so-
called life.
Was that 4 people he took? and
Yeah,
killed?
for young adults.
Wow.
Yeah, can you believe that?
Think about that. How many young adults are in this room
So
right now?
wait, Dean, did he chop him up?
Six.
It doesn't say. All it says that he confessed.
Cole, I asked you a question. How many young adults are in this room right now?
5.
No, 6.
Thank you.
Yeah, he counts.
Yep.
Okay.
Now think about that. Okay, so 4 young adults got taken, right?
Sitting in a room.
So one of us is not going to be taken.
Are they all confirmed dead or?
Oh yeah,
they're all dead.
He shot him, right, or something?
I didn't read that far into it, but
I
I
heard
believe he
two
did.
ladies say something.
The reason that he got caught was he tried to sell one of their cars.
Yeah, I saw that. Come on, man.
What?
Wow.
You want to know what they call him? They have like a cool, catchy name. His name's the Bethlehem Bicentennial.
He was
Bisector.
The
He
bisector.
bisects people.
The
Bisexual.
Whitehall Wrangler.
The Whitehall he wrangles people.
I like the Bethlehem beheader.
The Bath beheader.
Bath beheader.
Yeah.
So,
Can
if you would have to-
just shut that,
if you would
glass
have
door and how
to-
it's getting-
Eric, I'll ask you the question first. If you would have to steal 4 people and murder them, how would you do it? I'll also ask that question after. Okay. If you would have to steal and murder four people, how would you do it?
How would I do it?
Yeah, what he used Craigslist. What social media would you use to try and lure in people?
Craigslist is probably good.
The
Just
easiest.
because it's
Probably the best one.
it's the
because it's anonymous.
sketchiest, and
Yeah.
people sort of accept that it's
Yeah.
the sketchiest, so it's
Definitely
probably
the
the best
easiest.
one.
Yeah.
They even have you could seek out hanging out with people on Craigslist.
Yeah, you can put really shitty sounding deals and somebody will take it. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What other social media websites do you think? Hey, watch out, red flags. I might get stolen.
eBay.
eBay. I
Yeah.
don't think eBay.
Yeah.
eBay, they ship it to you.
Sometimes.
Depends. Like you can meet people and like.
Mhm.
get
That's
stuff on
Craigslist.
eBay.
eBay
Well, back in the
shits
day,
it to you.
eBay, like you know, you
I have
you
one.
meet people.
Christian Mingle.
I wouldn't do any of those websites.
Any dating site, yeah.
Those-
Christian Mingle, you're gonna get,
Farmers
you're gonna
meat,
get stolen.
especially.
You think
Excuse
you're
me?
gonna get stolen?
Farmers meat.
Elaborate.
Farmers meat.
It's
Farmers.
dating.
Yeah.
Oh, it's for farmers.
Farmers.
Yeah,
Shit.
farmers only.
For real Southern
And
gentlemen.
you know
There's
they have,
actually two. It's
Amish.
Farmers Meat and FarmersOnly.com. There's two different ones.
They have Amish
There's
meat.
farmers meat
Yeah,
and
I-
farmers
I
greed.
did not.
Yeah, it's kind of like a con inside of a con because like,
Amish people
you know,
don't
they
use technology.
Yeah, they don't use computers.
Aren't there two different types of Amish people?
Amish and Mennonite.
So
Mennonite,
what's the
Mennonite,
difference?
Accept like kind of like urban technology, so they'll use like cars and like tractors.
And you
stuff
grew
like
up
that.
with these people.
I did. They're both very nice, but the Amish will fucking talk shit behind your back, and they'll take up the whole fucking lane. In their
I don't
fucking horse
fuck with the
and buggy.
Amish. The Mennonite people are alright.
Yeah,
So-
the Mennonite are pretty good, but the way you distinguish the two is Amish wear very light colors, either like white or blue, like a light blue kind of thing.
And
And then Mennonite, they wear dark.
Oh, really?
They mainly wear darker colors just so they're distinguishable, like dark purple or like
And-
black or something, or gray.
And where did you grow up that you know about this?
Lancaster County, in a small town called Ephrata.
Continue.
Wow.
Just give us a little.
EPHARTA.
Give us a little
Or-
synopsis.
I
of
spelled it wrong.
Africa.
I spelled
I
that
have a
wrong.
question, Cole. I went to a family reunion out there recently.
Yeah.
You ever been to a little town called Paradise, PA? It's out by that.
I think maybe.
Well, it's
Like
anything but
paradise.
paradise. In fact, it's fucking
Is it by
hell
Crystal
on-
Cave? Because I know where that is.
Fucking hell on earth. I don't know where it's by. It's
So-
by the Limestone Lake and the fucking.
Radiation.
Tell us
Take
about.
the whatchamacallit thing out
When
there.
did
the
you-
Keanu ones.
When did you move back or move here from there?
Well, I was in third grade. Well, yeah, third grade I moved here.
Hmm.
So I don't know how. that
And
would've
can
been.
you tell us some stories about it, and then also go into the movie that you were in? That was.
Oh yeah, okay. So first off, growing up there was pretty cool. I mean,
Here's
Walmart was kind of like the central hub.
Oh.
Like that was the most urban thing there, and they had like horse stables there. in
Yeah, they
Walmart.
had the
Yeah.
horse
And
party.
your grandmother still lives there,
Yeah,
right?
my grandpa built the house they live in now there, so like they just stay there. I mean, it's a really nice house, but yeah. So I was there for a while. The elementary school I went to is now shut down. I don't know what happened to it, but yeah, it got
Horses.
shut
It was
down.
ran over by horses.
Yeah.
So tell us about the movie that you were in.
So, my mom's friend was directing a movie, and it was Kung Fu Springer. That was the name. You could look it up on Kickstarter. It was a really interesting idea. It was about Amish people learning Kung Fu. I was if you look at my Instagram at Cole_Ledger, you can find near the bottom. I'm just in an Amish suit holding a fucking tool like to beat some people with. But yeah, I spent a full day filming there. We got a guy from X-Men, Magneto. That guy was a part of it.
Wait, actually,
Yeah, he was a part of it.
that's
I don't know,
a
I don't know.
famous. It's a real famous actor.
Wait,
What's his
which
name?
Magneto? Old Magneto or
I think the old Magneto.
Okay.
really? He is a very famous actor.
I think so. I mean, hey,
Ian McKellen.
That's-
He's
that's
also
what they told me.
Gandalf and
Mhm.
a lot of other.
Yeah, that's what they told me. So,
That's crazy.
Yeah. But
Either Magneto though are both very famous. One's Ian McKellen, the other one's Michael Fassbender. They're both very famous.
Yeah, no,
That wasn't like fun.
I don't know how they got him. I guess someone knew someone, and he was
That's
just there for
crazy.
like the one day filming. Kind
Did
of
you get
thing.
to see him?
Yeah, I lit his lantern for him. I was very close to him. I shook his hand.
That's crazy.
But yeah, and then after that, like Frank and Bob came with me, so they were just kind of like going up and down Main Street,
Doing a
doing
thing.
doing their own thing. But yeah, unfortunately, the film was never like finished because he passed away. So
Who passed away? The director.
yeah, my mom's friend,
Oh.
that guy. So it's kind of shitty. I kind of want to start I want to finish that film for him, kind of thing. I don't think I'll be able to do it as well as he probably would have done
And-
it, but something I kind of have my eye out.
Kung Fu Springer is a play on words of like Kung Fu and Formspringer. How do you pronounce that?
Rumspringa.
Rumspringa, and that's where the youth go out to see what it's like in the modern day world,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But instead of them going out, they go out and learn Kung Fu.
yeah.
So that's badass.
Yeah, I'll see if I can pull it up for you guys, but I'll put it in the description if I can find it. Yeah.
That's cool. Anybody else not live in Bethlehem?
Yeah, I lived in a similar town to him, actually, to you, the Elverson, PA.
Where's
It
that?
was in central PA. I'm trying to think of where exactly, but like it's about an hour and a half west of here. So kind of near State College a little bit.
Okay.
But there were Mennonites, definitely. I don't think there were any like legit Amish people, but there were Mennonites there. But my whole town was one road long, and that was it, basically.
That's really scary.
Yeah, it was a really small town.
Did that you know everyone that lived there, I'm assuming?
I actually don't remember much of it because I moved here when I was 4. So.
Okay. But your parents, it was one of those like small towns, everyone knows everyone.
Basically.
Which that can be scary.
Yeah, it was weird.
I want to know everyone. If I know most people will leave me alone, so
Yeah.
small towns are not ideal.
Yeah.
They say that's the problem though with living in a big city, since you're surrounded by a bunch of people you don't know.
So
It's not.
impersonal.
Yeah, it's against human nature to not know people. So since you're surrounded by a bunch of strangers, that's why they say like in cities, the like psychiatrists have more patience.
Ooh, that actually reminds me. There is this study they did where in large cities they can actually. It's not just the whole thing where it's impersonal, but people actually walk faster and talk faster in cities with higher populations. And scientists came up with this formula, and they can accurately look at a clip of people walking on a sidewalk and the speed at which they're walking and be like, the population in this city is around this much.
That's
and they'll
awesome.
guess what city it is, and it'll be exactly
So
Yeah.
cool.
like New York City. People walk so
Crazy
fast
fast.
and
Oh, I can
talk really
imagine.
fast.
Yeah.
Because they have places to be.
They have places to be, and
The city never
Yeah.
sleeps.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's like I was on Facebook and I saw one of those stupid like link things, and it was like, oh, different what you say if you're in this region, like how you say garbage
Mm.
Oh,
instead of
I saw that,
trash
yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was like it was actually funny because everything that kind of lined up, like where we were, I was like, yeah, that's how I pronounce everything.
Mhm.
We call it like it was like soda instead of pop or instead of cola, and it's just different things like that. And I thought that was funny.
There's this thing that I saw on Facebook. I guess it was like a stupid Pennsylvania meme, but it was like people in southeastern Pennsylvania say yes, no, and no, or no, yeah, and yeah, no, when they like saying things, and like no one else really says that. And I think that's kind of a cool thing because I say that like a decent amount. I don't even realize it, but like someone will be like, hey, am I going the right way to get to Wawa? And I'll be like, no, yeah, you're going the right way. And then
Yeah.
it just doesn't make any sense. But I think that's funny. And
All right, I found the Kung Fu Springer thing.
oh shit.
Okay.
Hold on.
A time when boys become men. Oh my god.
You've been busting my nuts for a long time.
It showed a guy cracking a walnut for you viewers at home. If you think you know Amish,
Are there any actual Amish people in this, or is this just
Nah, but while we were filming it, a bunch of Amish people passed, and I felt really
You
uncomfortable
don't
because
know
they don't like to be
Jackie.
filmed.
you are appropriating their culture in front of them?
an Amish man's just spitting walnuts at the other Amish man.
Rumspringer. The sowing of wild oats.
Are you coming to the Rumspringer Ball tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Are you in this, Cole?
I don't think so.
Oh, I hope you
Maybe.
are. Oh man, I
When
hope
all
you are.
birds get the best of common sense, and when each child is allowed to indulge in the inner individual they have within them.
The guy's playing around with a samurai sword in the middle of the field.
Ah,
Cole's getting a call from his girlfriend.
fuck off, Kayla.
He denied it. Sorry, Kayla.
Street race.
Love you.
She called again. He's gonna decline it. Declines a second time from his girlfriend. Let's see if she calls a third time. 3 strikes and Cole's
There's a
out.
third time you have to answer.
Meet Jakey and Zeke, the misfits of Mulligan. And, although they didn't know yet, the last hope of their people.
Yeah.
All right.
Kayla calls a third time.
We're
Cole
gonna take
answers.
a break here. Hold on. Let's answer this. Hello. Hey, you're on speakerphone. We're doing a podcast right now. You're our special
Oh,
guest.
Keon called me. I'm gonna call him back. We'll have 2 calls at the same time.
Good right now.
You what? Hold on. You're gonna talk to Keon real quick.
Hey, Keon, you called?
What's up, Jonah?
Yeah, how you doing, man?
What the fuck is going on?
I'm doing alright. I'm holding up. How are you?
How was your day at work today? I heard you had a really busy day because of the rain.
Yeah, we had kind of a shitty day.
No, a busy day. B-U-S-Y.
Nah, it wasn't crazy at all. I mean, it wasn't bad, I guess.
She hung up.
So, Keon, remember when I called you last night?
Yeah.
So why did you go to the bars with Brandon Wong?
Why the fuck not?
Why wasn't I invited?
Because you don't hang out with Brandon Wong.
How do you know?
Because usually people that go to Lehigh don't hang out with Brandon Wong.
Yeah, hey, Keon, me and him used to kick it real hard.
Brandon Wong used to go garage hopping and steal bikes for a living.
He stole a case of beer from my house.
That's what I'm saying.
That's badass, Keon, and I'm pretty badass myself.
It's really not badass. It's kind of scummish if you ask me, but that's cool, Jonah.
I can't believe you would say something like that about me. Anyways, I heard you went to the Tally Ho last night. Is this true or not?
Yeah, I mean, I heard they said if you bring 6 people that you get a free bottle of champagne, and we actually had we had 4 people, and we still ended up getting the free bottle of champagne. The bartender knew it was my birthday. She gave me a free drink, and it was dollar drinks until 12 o'clock, so.
That's awesome. Did you sing any karaoke?
No. I didn't know that was that karaoke.
Okay, Frank has a question for you, and he's just going to ask you a quick question, and then he's going to answer it. Okay?
Okay, I guess.
Hey, Keon.
Hey, Frank, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I guess I'm okay.
What do you mean you guys are okay?
I don't know. Just kind of like negativity around my house.
Damn, bro. You had to leave kind of in a rush right when you left my house. That sucked.
Yeah, and then after I got in my mom's car, it kind of all started to go downhill.
I'm sorry to hear that, Keon.
Yeah, I'm sorry too, man. My life's kind of shitty, but oh well, what are you going to do?
Alright, well, I'll see you soon.
I hope I will, man. I miss y'all.
I miss you too.
Are you lying?
I would never lie about something like that, Keon.
Oh, that's very good to hear. Well, I guess I'll see you later then, Jonah. Have fun with Frank and Cole and everybody.
Alright, I will. See ya.
Bye, Zandy.
Bye.
Damn, Dean.
And Dean's fucked.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. He'll always be Zandy to me, even if he's off the Zans.
So we were talking about geographic locations and the differences, and I'd like to say something about our geographic location. Is we have things called Wawas.
That's the guy.
Okay, we'll finish the video first, I guess.
Well, Dean left us off of Philadelphia. I want to know what you're going to say to Philadelphia.
I did?
You said Philadelphia, right?
Oh, damn.
Well.
So we're back to Kung Fu Springer. It's an old man that encounters 3 bullies in the middle of a field.
Have settled simply for being slackers.
And now they're hunting down the man in the middle of a cornfield. But it looks like the man's kicking their ass.
Then one day fate came calling, in the form of a deeply unpleasant bishop named Brawl.
Is this just the movie? This seems like it's just the movie.
No. It's kind of like a TV show.
And that's when they realized it was time to step up. To save their town and their way of life from an evil that knew no limits. And to rise to the occasion. Well, it didn't happen all at once. Someday.
This is not the whole movie, bro. Hang on.
Look, they're having a fucking carriage race.
Alright, this isn't the whole movie. It's a long trailer. I just want to see where Cole is.
I don't think I'm at.
What did you do in the movie?
Kung Fu
It
Springer.
was the beginning of the movie, like itself. This is just.
Well,
Dude, you're trying to crack my phone screen? I just got this. I paid $200 for a used phone. Fuck you, Apple. Pay
So
fucking
back
insurance
to
and
the
I get a
East
fucking
Coast.
shitty ass used iPhone.
you know.
Now remember, everyone, it's Hoagie Fest. You can buy $5 classic size hoagies at any participating Wawa.
It's only available on the East Coast.
And maybe you're not from the East Coast, and in that case, you should come on over and try Wawa. It's really something else.
It's not as good as Sheets.
It's
Thank you.
really
Well,
much better
no.
than Sheets.
Let
and
me
it's
say
like
something
it.
about Wawa. Let me just put my 2 cents in.
All
Is
right.
it better than Sheets?
Yes.
Yes.
There you
In
go.
some aspects.
In all aspects.
Hang
Get
on.
some fries at Wawa.
Hang on.
Oh,
let
wait,
me
you
just like
can't.
weigh in. Let me just say
I do
I
need
want.
fries.
Just let me say my 2
Sorry.
cents about it.
Whatever.
Go ahead. You don't like fries? Fine. But they got fries and they have like their chicken tenders at like fucking Wawa like on a sandwich. They're good. You get them by themselves, kind of shitty.
Same
They
with
always
mac
come
and
out
cheese.
like mac and cheese is alright too. It's okay. It could be better.
Mhm.
You pay fucking $5 for that fucking gourmet mac and cheese. That's kind of a fucking ripoff too.
Yeah.
And like fucking Wawa, to me at least, like fucking, it gets so old so quick. Like immediately, like once I start having it for like more than like fucking like a day or two, I'm just like I don't want to fucking eat Wawa.
Now,
For
I
a
will
long
say
time.
Sheets' like scene, like you go there on a Friday night, awful. Cringe fest. You know,
Yeah.
like VTEC fucking engines in Honda Civics. That's all you see. With some occasional nice cars.
Yeah. What did you just do there?
Yeah.
Because they're sad and don't have wives.
Alright, well,
Flashing us, like,
just to
trying
let you guys know
SOS.
what happened, Jonah just flashed a light at Eric. I don't know if he was taking a couple pictures or something like
He
that.
was trying to set me off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Triggered.
Eric
Yeah.
has
Epileptic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eric is epileptic, and
Epidemic.
yeah, he has
It
an
is an
epidemic.
epidemic.
It's an epidemic for an epileptic.
God.
And that's the title of our new movie.
An epidemic for epileptics. Catch our new video that's going to come out soon called Grill Master.
Mm-hmm. Catch her in the ride.
Stars Eric and
Yeah, Kiss
myself.
Rod.
Just two bad American red-blooded boys trying to grill some burgers.
They're
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
We're bad
We're
boys.
not gay.
They're not gay. That's the
I hope no.
not
I
gay.
picked that up right
We're not
right
gay.
away.
Hey, I know this is pretty old, but did you see the multiplayer for Doom? Bless you.
I have to.
But did you see the multiplayer that they're gonna put into it?
They already have multiplayer in it.
How old is that? Because I just saw it yesterday. And I'm just like,
It's
wow.
pretty old. It's cool though. It's
Yeah.
just like old Quake and shit.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. But I guess I'm a little late.
Yeah, what are you gonna
Most
do?
of
Hey, have you guys heard a game called Overwatch?
No.
It's pretty fun.
I've never played it before.
Yeah. I don't
What
know.
is it?
I hear they just released a new character for in Overwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Terry Crews.
How is it? How is he?
He's
I don't
not
know.
the voice actor.
I don't know. I haven't played him yet, so I can't really say anything.
He's interesting.
I mean, of course he's OP right now. That's how all new characters are
Mhm.
when they come out. But
Yeah, because they have to make them really good so a lot of people play them and get hooked with them.
Yeah, and then they'll balance them out.
He's
not
an
Terry Crews,
interesting
though.
character. He plays very cool. Like it's neat how you can move around with him. I would say.
The character's name is Doomfist, by the way.
Doomfist.
Has anyone been playing any other games recently? Like Eric, what have you been playing?
Say it.
I've been playing Skyrim Remastered because it's Skyrim's one of my favorite games.
One of the best games.
Came out a while ago, and the remastered version just really I had to get it. So better graphics, has mods and stuff, but it's on the PS4, so limited mods. I've been playing a bard, and I'm trying to get the mod where you have a loot and you can actually wear it on your back, but there's just not a mod for that on PS4.
Man, that sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there like a lot of good bard mods in that game? Like
There are on like PC and Xbox, but yeah.
and also, I know you talked to me about this yesterday, but how's that border mod that you have? Like the
It's
Man those borders. It's pretty cool. Yeah, every hold they have every time you're riding your horse through, and I have the horse speed mod, so like you go like 3-4 times faster or way faster. I have frost. So I don't fast travel anymore. I actually ride my horse around,
Mhm.
and they have little holds and fortresses that sort of like line the borders of each thing.
That's really cool.
It is pretty cool, yeah. Little holds.
You got that and a few lighting mods and the lanterns, and actually, like, it looks like a lot better.
Mhm.
Like, with that lighting mod that you got, like, the surreal lighting looks really fucking good at the game. That adds all, like, that purple and everything into
At
it.
night, though, it's so dark. I'm really glad that I got those.
The lanterns.
The lanterns.
Yeah, you know what, that
line
seems-
the path.
That seems so dumb, but, like,
Mhm.
when you have it in the game, like, it's really nice. Like, it adds that nice, like, atmosphere
Mhm.
to it.
Yeah, it's a good game. I fucking love Skyrim, so you know. I'm actually gonna get this mod where this dude overhauls every major city in that game and adds like all sorts of new little areas to them.
That's
even, like,
really
new little
awesome.
Villages and stuff. So it'll be
Do
cool.
the people that make these mods get paid for it?
Nah, it's pretty free. I mean, unless they get sponsored.
Yeah, it's like there's like Kickstarters I think or something like that for them too, where you can like donate to the mods
Yeah.
and give them money so that they
Yeah,
can.
that's how a lot of moderators or mods do it. Like modders, I should say.
It's donation. Yeah, it's like
yeah, they'll
the
like you
donation
download
base.
it and then they'll in the folder they'll supply a link and be
Yeah.
like, hey, support us, donate.
Yes, please. Thanks.
And I mean,
And they normally make a lot of money like that, 'cause I mean, like, people, like, I mean, if I'm
Mods
downloading
are
a
just
mod,
free DLC, so like of course they're gonna make a depends on the type of mod you get, but a lot of mods are like free DLCs. Like I got this one Skyrim mod called Wormwood, which just added like a completely what I think they did was they got into the game code before the original DLC of Dragonborn came out, and they kind of unlocked the island but put like all their stuff in it, so they kind of made it a different area. But it's really cool, and like they had like their own story and like all these settlements and everything. It was a really cool mod.
so, like, if I download like a mod, like, I'm like kind of like just wanting to test it out, so like I'll
Mhm.
download a shit ton of mods, but then like there's like these mods that, like, at least for Fallout, like they just completely alter the entire game, almost give it like a new engine and like make it either look brand new, or like there's this one that's coming out soon that puts it an entire new campaign in Oregon in like the winter, which is badass.
I heard about that one.
And like it's just like that, like that's like free off the bat, and then like you could just donate however much money to it. So like donating, if everyone who downloads it even donated $1, like they would make
So much
money.
Still talking about the mods.
Yeah. I don't know if you've been keeping up with. Still, I've been keeping up with it for years now. But Sky Oblivion's supposed to be like making good progress to the point where
Bruma's almost done with it.
Bruma is done. I heard.
We've got a guest here.
Yeah, what's up?
Chase
How
Ledger.
you doing, everybody?
Cole's younger
how's the
brother.
vineyard?
yeah, how's the video?
Yeah, how is
Yeah.
the vineyard?
How's the vineyard?
Yeah,
Sit
first
down.
explain
You
this.
worked there for
viewers.
one day.
If you enjoy long, hot hours out in the field doing, actually, I'm gonna hold that thought. Then yeah, it's hard work.
Now explain to the viewers what we do. What
we do?
No, you got fired, so you know.
Yeah, that means I can say whatever I need to say without repercussion.
No, we're
So
gonna
Mrs. O'Rourke doesn't hear this
Alright, well,
podcast.
We're gonna have the guests
I
speak.
quit. I did not get fired.
You quit and then you got fired.
Yeah,
Well, I guess-
I fucking quit first.
Ladies and gentlemen, he got fired. He
Wait,
got fired.
Hang on, before that, what you got fired? She fired you after you
There's been
quit?
some
I
staff.
quit, and then
Okay.
she was like, "Well, then maybe you should all just go." And I
What?
didn't do that part.
Whoa!
And so Jake's like, okay. So Jake just took it, and then Eric and I are like, well, I mean,
We
I don't
want
know.
to still
And
work.
then she looks at me
Yeah.
and she's like, Cole, you're more than welcome to come back tomorrow if you want. I'm like, okay.
Say that to you too, Eric.
She didn't say that to me, but then he texted her and said, because neither me or Cole had said anything to her. It was Dean and Jake who were arguing with her at the end of the day. So
It's because
she
you
was
two
like-
got similar facial hair.
that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess that's.
All right,
she
so
was-
Wow, you guys
let's
are
have
like
our
brothers.
let's have our special
I'm just a
guest
skinnier
talk about the
version.
vineyard really quick and what he does.
Eric's
Alright.
not fat. Just
Well,
saying.
I'm fat.
Eric's
What the
Eric's
fuck?
Where
obese.
did that get?
Okay, now
Ever since there's been some staff revision,
I'm gonna ask you a few questions before you start. Okay.
Wow.
Question one: how long have you been working there?
2 days.
Good. How much knowledge of the vineyard on a scale from 0 to 100 do you think you have?
I know how to make Chardonnay.
So probably you'd probably say 150%
Yeah.
knowledge. Okay, now you can talk.
Okay.
Just so the viewers know a little background on you.
She got an expert.
Well, you learn a lot.
Tell them about the
In
game.
the field.
The woman said I was smart, so
Okay,
she
well-
loved having me.
Fucking done with it.
So since the staff revision, there's been about 3 men working there. What was the number before that? Like 6?
4.
4.
And before that, 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
before that 5. So
Okay.
slowly
All
decreasing.
healthy boys.
I guess we completely changed the game and how wine is tied around a
Fucking
wire.
bamboo.
Because instead of all doing our own rows, because there are about 90 rows of fucking wine vineyards and vines.
There
that
are
you
way
can-
more than 90.
Way more than that, even better. More than, I'd say, a week's worth of work,
Certainly.
or the month of August.
It
So-
takes 6 miles to walk.
So Cole and I would go ahead and do the cutting, and then big boy Eric would go ahead and he'd do the tying. So we're able to get a fair amount of that done, and on the way to and from work, we'll listen to the 10-minute podcast, which is the inspiration behind this, I'm sure.
Mhm.
So, if I'm not mistaken, the whole entire workforce of this vineyard is actually currently in the
Yes.
room right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yep, we basically dictate what direction
We're-
this company
we're the-
takes.
Yes,
Grease.
The
exactly.
executive board.
The
That
gears
makes this-
turn.
yeah.
You guys are not the grease. The grease isn't that important. You guys are way more important than
We're the
grease.
entire engine.
Yeah,
we will
you're-
seize the means
you're-
of production.
You are the grease, the
Down with the
engine.
oppressor.
Exactly.
And little does she know I will be leaving in a week because I have another job.
What do you think, Eric?
So, can you guys?
What then?
Yeah,
guys have to-
what then?
What
So-
then, boys? I want to hear this.
So
Here's
yeah,
what
give
I'm gonna
us
tell you.
your predictions for 2 people working, a 6-person job.
If Chase doesn't take his UPS job,
I can't. I gotta buy a $250 union worker card.
well, me
Fuck
and
that.
Chase are going to be working at the vineyard for another maybe 3-4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what's going to happen. We're going to work there, and we're going to actually work really fucking hard. And I know this sounds bad, we're hard to do, but we're going to work hard and demand that we get paid 1.5 times the wage.
Holy shit!
Because
I love that idea.
Because why not? I mean, she's
Right.
been financing 5 people working there and then 4
Right.
people working there. 2, why couldn't you just even take Cole's wage, split it in half, and
Yeah.
toss? You know,
Cut it in
Because she
half.
was
Let alone
budgeting.
Dean's.
She was budgeting
That
for
sounds like a
5.
good plan.
we
for
could
you
even
on.
we could even get paid double maybe, just
Yeah.
because like that's 4 people.
Holy shit!
But the thing is, we have to work.
4 people.
Hard.
You have to
Yes.
do 4
We
people
gotta get a
work.
couple.
You actually have to
Yeah,
work.
you'd have to,
fucking-
like-
That's why I think it's more reasonable to ask for Cole's salary split in half, tossed our way, because then we only have to work like
For one person.
an extra, 2 guys doing 3
Yeah,
guys.
sure.
job.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah, because then
That's-
if we,
and
if
that's
we
gonna
ask
be
for,
tough by
for
itself,
even
but-
double, then
Yeah.
we should
And I
expect
mean, like, it's
results.
not like
of
she's
that many
paying
people.
us an astronomical amount right now. It's like
No.
$10 an hour before taxes. So that's like shit.
Well,
Yeah.
she better be throwing gas money.
Nah,
Well, she
no,
won't.
no,
Simply
no.
won't.
No, it's about an hour out.
I don't
there.
think
She's
that
rich as
Jake
fuck.
will
Buy some
ever
vines around
get
a
paid
bush
for
for
the
this bitch.
gasoline. that he
No,
bought
Jake
them.
will never get paid for the gasoline because she overpaid us. Didn't tell us she was going to be holding our next paycheck because she overpaid us the week before, which is illegal. She has to
it's
say.
not.
So my question
No,
is,
it's
why
not
don't you,
illegal to hold it, but she needs to say something.
why
That's
don't you call the IRS then?
Mm-hmm.
Because she'll just.
Because
I don't
we
think
don't
it's that
call
big
the
of an
IRS.
offense. That's the thing.
We don't call the IRS.
To hold
Oh,
She
paychecks?
still owes
FBI.
me. She still owes me 5 hours worth of work.
Well, that's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
That is illegal.
And it took her like 4 weeks to pay me. She
Call
took
the
me
IRS.
4 weeks to pay me.
Should I call the IRS on the ESU?
No, we call the workers union or something like
So
that.
for everybody,
I say we get our
listening,
union
you don't
cards.
understand why I
If-
quit.
if-
Let's
Yeah,
get our
so we
fucking
get
union
15%.
cards.
Only $250.
Yeah, just get a union card.
Just make your own union, then it's
something
free.
like that. I don't know.
Go on a strike.
Well, here's the thing.
Chase, if you're looking for another warehouse job, Walmart hires too, and I don't think you need a union card for that. Eric used to work there.
I'm trying to think of something cunning enough to get out of that, but I'm just gonna say no flat out.
Are you gonna stay at the vineyard? You think? You don't have
The
to.
thing that you proposed just now sounds really appealing.
If we
to me.
can talk that out with her, we're gonna say Cole's leaving in a week.
And I'm willing to put that work in.
Me too,
When you
man.
say you're
It's not
leaving in a
that
week,
bad.
Cole, do you mean you're working next week and then that's it?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I haven't told her anything yet. I told her I had an interview yesterday,
She went
which I
from having
did
it
because I
all-
already got the job. But that's kind of like a hint to like, you know, hey, I'm getting.
Let her know. Just give her the hint that it's
But
coming.
don't worry, I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna be like.
Remember, you don't owe her anything.
Remember,
I mean, I
she
owe
had
her
every
respect
one of
for
you guys,
employing me,
and
yes,
now-
but I don't.
What would this woman do, this poor woman, do if Eric and I left?
Listen,
And
she
she
will
had
just
no
hire.
walls.
Her words, not mine. She's just gonna hire those Mexicans. She's racist.
Why doesn't she do that now?
From where?
Because
there's a group
From
of
anywhere.
guys-
They're fucking all around.
There's a group of Mexican guys that make the rounds around that area. There's a lot of like farming.
Yeah, there's a lot of
work that
vineyards
needs to be done,
around
so
there,
they
yeah.
go and do all that. We saw them once or twice.
Yeah.
At her place.
Yeah, they were doing a different
Ooh,
job.
so that was probably a strong. Like
Yeah.
you guys' time.
Well, that was a while ago. They're
But the
gone
thing is,
now.
she's probably paying them a lot more than us.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So
She's
and
probably paying them actual vineyard worker
Yeah.
wages.
The thing is, I think she's like they're losing money. They can't afford this anymore. Like they've been doing this for over 3 years, and they don't have the money in their fucking life savings to fucking pay for this.
Yeah.
The husband's a neurosurgeon, yeah, and you know they're trying to sell their house for like $2.3 million, but
It's a nice house, but no one's gonna buy it.
no one. I understand people from New York are like looking for houses out here because they're cheaper and better or whatever.
They
but
might.
no one's gonna drop $2 million.
No.
They're just gonna move into my neighborhood, get a house for $300,000.
Did you say how old the house was?
I don't know.
213 years old.
No,
not the
vineyard house.
Not the vineyard
They're
house.
trying to. They have another house that's it's actually bigger.
It's right
more
off
impressive.
378.
Yeah, it's
Can
in
we go
Salt-
back to the Mexicans?
Sure.
They're gonna have a very easy time getting that job
Mhm.
because Donald Trump isn't building the wall.
Yeah.
You know that,
right. I assumed he wasn't gonna.
Hey, have you seen the plans for his solar fucking powered wall?
I haven't.
It's dumb.
But
It's
with the
retarded.
wall, they're not.
Solar
I think,
power?
I
Wait,
think
what?
they're
Yeah,
only
he's
building.
gonna put solar panels on top of the fucking wall.
So you can get the people, the
Yeah, but the thing
eco-friendly
is,
people to go on
that's
board
gonna
with
cost
it.
so much money, and the return's gonna be nothing. It's
Solar
gonna,
energy is not worth it. Right
yeah,
now.
no, and it's
It's
really
not advanced enough to
And
the
the
point
design
where we
they
can use
proposed,
it.
the solar panels
like,
aren't even
effectively.
flat because the area it's really
Do you
close
know
to
what
the
else
equator, so the sun
isn't
will be
really that
like
effective?
right over
Wind.
it. Kind of, it's not gonna be on an angle.
Oh yeah.
So like to get the
It
max out of
depends
it,
on
it
like
has
how
to be
you
flat,
do it.
but they have it on an
the big
angle
wind-
in like
wind
the
power, that works
prototype
pretty well. A lot
or
of cities use
concept
wind
art.
power like that.
and like you think they
But,
would look over
For
that kind of
small
stuff. You know
areas,
what I
like
mean?
small wind power,
I
it
don't know.
doesn't really
I'm just
work
bit
that well.
nitpicking at it.
We need that Elon Muskin guy.
Oh, he's a fucking.
He's got to build
alien.
some Trump wall.
Mark my
car.
fucking words. He's either a lizard person or a fucking.
Oh, I can see him being a lizard person.
So Chase, you're going to Evergreen State College, right?
Yeah.
Where's that?
That's the
They
one.
grow
where the
weed there.
kids.
There's
That's
a lot
the
of weed and
Where is it?
fresh water.
No.
That's the one where the kids took everyone hostage. You remember that?
Remember, because they
Oh,
wanted
in
to have
Washington
no
State.
white people come in or whatever.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're going to Penn State, correct?
Yeah.
Lehigh campus.
Yeah.
That's
And
fun.
then you're going to transfer to the main campus.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah, you
exciting.
can-
You're gonna
You can-
transfer to Pitt.
You can automatically
Yeah.
transfer to the main campus.
Yeah,
in
after
junior
1 year, I could do Pitt if I hold a B
You
average.
should, man.
Or-
Hold a B average.
Yeah.
That's
That's
it?
it. That's awesome,
Mhm.
dude. You should.
Well, I'm
do
taking
You
a
can do that
fuck
now.
ton of business courses.
I see.
I'm shitty at calculus, so
that. Yeah. You should
if
do
Penn
that.
State would return my calls, they keep dubbing me. I called them 3 times today.
They dubbed
Oh,
me,
fuck.
man. I applied to them, and they never even.
They probably know what fucking shirt I'm wearing today.
They never even acknowledged.
Did you guess
my
what kind of shirt I'm wearing today? It's a pig shirt.
It's a pitch.
We're gonna head out in like 20-ish minutes, like 10-15.
Okay.
Or
Just
3.
wanted to let you know.
This podcast expect to carry on for another 20-some minutes.
Yes.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Maybe like an
Gross.
hour or two.
Oh God.
Is
I
this
don't
streaming
think so.
directly to somewhere or is this getting uploaded?
This is.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
we're
it's getting
streaming
uploaded.
directly to
To
4chan.
Yeah, they're
4chan.
coming after us right
Hey,
now.
B,
I've only ever
what's
heard of
up?
weird.
They already know who we are. We gave them very small bits of information. They
I've just
needed
seen
to know.
videos of
Like
people
the
dying
internet historian.
and weird porn with 4chan. No,
Oh.
I'm sorry, that's Reddit. 4chan, I think there's a lot of anime on 4chan.
Yeah.
And weird porn.
And weird porn?
And
Yeah.
cheese pizza.
There's everything. There's everything on 4chan. It's a fucked up place.
Is there dead people stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Certainly.
Shout out to X. Paranormal.
Sup, guys? Old fag
Yeah,
here.
looking still hunting for cryptids every night.
Now, can we talk about Mothman? Because I brought
Yeah.
that up last podcast, but you kind of.
So here's my because I'm belittled with.
Here we are. The third.
You have a.
Yeah, close the fucking door so the bugs don't get in.
Stop fucking whining.
Special guest Connor on the
Connor
podcast.
This is the third brother. Now we have Cole, Chase, and Connor.
Now, like,
Connor works for free at the venue.
For those of you that don't know Connor, he is a universal dirt bike riding champion. He
And
has
a
won
neuroscientist.
dirt bike competitions on Mars and Venus, but never on Earth.
And
because-
Titan. And Titan.
Now, I'll give you guys an interesting conversation to talk about before I go in. I was watching the 2017 World Championships for limber cutting, for wood cutting.
Oh yeah, I watched that. Yeah.
From all different countries, they meet up, and then
They
I
cut
think
wood.
New Zealand won this year.
It's not limber. It's not limber. It's
They've always been a
lumber.
powerhouse.
Lumber?
Lumber.
Yeah, limber. You limber up. You don't lumber up.
You lingering again.
I'm lumbering up.
Lumber. It's
I'm
lumber.
getting wide.
For your tripod, do you have like the part
I do, yeah.
We got a new
Can
guest
I
out
use it
here.
for tomorrow?
Hey, Dewey egg.
Alright,
I'll talk to you
I was
outside.
gonna film for tomorrow. Just talk to me after.
She won out.
Jesus.
My dad ran into the screen door.
Oh my God.
Very nice.
God, me.
Hey, can we close that screen door then?
What?
Come here. He's gonna run into it again.
Alright.
Yeah,
What?
I'm going.
He's gonna run into
Why
it
don't
again.
let's not
I went today.
yeah. Alright, so special guest, Sadie. Yeah.
She has plenty to say.
She is playing.
Let's just let her talk for a little.
Sadie is a
Here, I'll give her. I'll interview her.
There.
I was gonna interview her.
Nah.
All right, Sadie. What do you think? What do you?
Hey, Sadie, don't talk over Jonah. Come on.
All right, Sadie. What do you think of this new? Interesting. Okay. Sadie, can you tell me a little bit about your childhood?
She was abandoned twice.
Okay,
That's
wait.
her childhood.
Was she actually?
Yeah.
Sadie, what? Can you tell me about your early life? Maybe young adulthood?
Ooh, touchdown.
No.
How dare you?
And one last question, Sadie, before you leave. Do you have to go outside? Do you need to go to the bathroom? Okay. Probably take her outside the bathroom then.
Nah, she don't got it. She's just being nosy.
All right. Well,
So here's what I was thinking about Mothman. Here's my
Yes.
here's my hot take on it. So now, not a good example, but I'm gonna use it anyway. I was watching Futurama the other day, right? And they got this episode where they have this Moby Dick like whale they're chasing through space.
Oh,
right?
I love that
And
episode.
what it does is it appears in the real world, like the 3D world, and it can also go through the fourth dimension, which is just like this whole other thing that like you can't see, right?
yeah.
So I'm watching that and I'm thinking, I'm like, that's what Mothman would do, honestly. Like, he has to be a being,
A fourth dimensional being.
a fourth dimensional being that like can be seen in the third dimensional world from time to time, but can also be unnoticed.
So the fourth dimension, does that mean he can travel space-time?
No,
What is-
the fourth dimension is just another dimension. So 2 dimensions is length and width, and
Yeah.
3 dimensions is length, width, and height. And the
Mhm.
4th dimension is length, width, and height, and another dimension.
I thought it was time, though. I thought each one...
You could
was a
say
different-
time, but
uh,
in the scheme of like if you're just talking about
4
dimensions,
physical dimensions.
yeah, it's just another.
I've
thing.
seen a representation of it up to the 5th dimension. It doesn't actually make sense to me, but yeah.
I've seen up to the 11th.
Whoa,
Once you get to
fuck
8,
that.
each point on each dimension is an infinite dimension.
Neat.
So whatever that means.
But
yeah, so fourth dimensional being would just be like if we went into a cartoon world, because they would only be able to see the front face of us,
Right.
and they wouldn't be able to see our width. Or
And then we could, but
we could vanish.
ourselves are 3D, right?
yeah, so they would only see. We could just jump in the air and they wouldn't be able to see us.
Exactly,
Mhm.
because they can't see up. Like
They
you
can
know,
only see. They can only
forward.
see forward. Interesting.
And Mothman would ascend upon. And the fourth dimensional is just like, you know, the start of it. Maybe 5th dimensional. Maybe.
He just escapes. He
Think
just needs a
about
place to relax.
So what's the bit... Oh, cool.
Can I say it? Can I say it?
Oh.
What
Let me see.
I'm just showing him a picture of
A fourth dimensional being.
Right. Very
Now,
cool.
I was watching something. Joe Rogan was talking about this and how DMT, like, you could see into the fourth dimension, or you think you're seeing into the fourth dimension. We don't really know, but Dean, you have something to say. Let me hear you out.
Yeah, so having personally done DMT a few times, I can say that in my personal opinion, breaking through is what people call when they start, what they describe it as is you experience things, you no longer experience things through your five senses. My personal opinion on what that is that they smoked way too much DMT and that they're just completely bugging out because they don't really understand what's happening. Maybe they overloaded their senses and they don't know what they're feeling because of how much they smoked. But me personally, I've never seen anyone enjoy their breakthroughs when I've witnessed them. They kind of just look like they're freaking out. But maybe that's just what it looks like to me because I've never personally broke through. Every time I did DMT, it was very small or to like medium average sized amounts. Like I never went super hard. But some people talk about, like, I don't even know how to describe like what some people go through. Like some people see like the light at the end of the tunnel, but like they're not walking, they're like just in the tunnel, but they can't see themselves. They're just like there and they exist and stuff like that. Like that's like the easiest example I can like name. But like you never, the worst part about breakthroughs are you never really. A lot of people don't really remember what they see. All they can really say is that it was incredible, or like I'll never be able to. Yeah, but like there's never a lot of description to that. So that's why I also believe it's just a lot of people just going way too hard on the drugs, and they just get a little too fucked up, and they're just kind of confused. But you never know. Like I mean, I don't do any of that anymore, so I'll never know what breaking through is like. I don't really want to.
I really want like an artist to do it, and then right after just draw what they saw.
See, but it's never like you could do that, but no matter what, it's nothing like witnessing.
Yeah, you
something
can't.
Like that
I don't know
yourself.
if you could exactly draw what you're seeing is because you don't know if you're actually seeing anything. You could just be feeling it, or you could just be hearing it.
And it'd be so hard to replicate stuff like that because like stuff like that, like you see it and you feel it, but like. If I try to describe it to you to my best ability, no matter what, through like writing, talking, drawing, like you just can't put any of that shit into like words or on paper.
If it doesn't appeal to one of your five senses when
There's
you experience it, you can't really. There's no way to put it down. I guess
that's exactly why it's
And
so
when it,
hard
like,
to describe because you can't
transcends
describe
upon
what you're going through. You just experience it and then you don't.
Yeah,
like
because it's all new. It's like you're feeling like every like sense of you is like. I starting over again, and like everything is just like
it's like you're experiencing something for the first time, but like using your
all
senses.
at once.
It's like imagine if
you
the first time you ever drank, like I don't know, like you can't remember the first time you drank something, but like it's just really interesting to think
Guys,
about.
can't
It's
shut the
very
doors like this.
Special guest Fred on the podcast. Hands up. Hold up.
She's very sensitive.
When the dog
Very
wants it.
She is very sensitive. She gives a good old story.
Told you she had to go to the bathroom.
She's a senior. Don't make fun of her.
Hey, no, I told Cole she had to go to the
Close
bathroom.
the-
He
close the
didn't
door.
believe me. Close the screen. The screen door.
Right, so what I'm going to do, Cole, behind you, open this up. I need air current, venting. I know about this.
Vents?
Yeah, it was.
I learned about vents.
He's
Some
an engineer, mate.
Airflow.
The venting.
The venting. You need
Bernoulli.
vents
The Bernoulli.
for your Bernoulli equation?
Chemistry, Bernoulli. Don't know
Bernoulli's
that.
principle.
Vacuum. Look, he's already slipping.
The Bernoulli equation is a...
Don't worry about it. I'm way ahead of you.
For you people
All
at
right,
home,
here
the
we go.
Bernoulli equation is an equation
Yeah.
that you can find out the change in pressure of a certain fluid flowing through space. Just so you guys know.
You're clever, aren't you?
We just don't want
It's one of
bugs.
your hallmarks.
yeah, that's my hallmarks.
The hallmarks.
All right. Well.
So Jonah's actually known as the Rat in our circle.
No, I'm
And,
not.
do you want to tell him why you got a nickname like that?
You got fucking 2 front teeth. Just
Yeah, I'll go into that actually.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, you want me to go into it?
Sure.
Okay, really? Yeah, okay, I'm going into it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going into it. And we're back with Phone a Friend. This time we're calling Richard Bieniak. Interesting how a phone rang in here, but Richard is not here.
He's not gonna pick it.
Damn, he's gonna hear this one day.
You know, I don't know. Richard, you hear this? I don't think you're gonna give exciting banter or anything. Go ahead, take that as you will, Richard.
Everyone go to their 37th contact and let's see who we should call.
No.
Thank you for calling Richard Bieniak at Wesley Works
Thank
Real
you for
Estate.
hanging up on me.
Sorry to not get to the phone right now. Please leave your name, number, and reason for the call, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.
Let's call him a
Thank you, and have a great day.
Okay, I'll call Madeline. Okay, we're gonna phone a friend
You
some
guys wanna
more.
Call TJ. Does anyone have his number? Like, I have his number, but does he have yours?
No,
Call TJ Medellin.
I don't have TJ Medellин's number. I'm
Here,
calling
I have
Alex
his
Medellin.
I doubt he's picking up either.
Ooh, we can call Quentin then.
All right, everyone, we're calling Alex Medellin. We got him.
Frank, I think we're gonna head out.
Right now.
Yeah, it's about time.
You have 5 minutes. Wait until the Medellin calls over.
Okay, yeah, wait. We'll wait for this.
Do you think he's gonna answer?
No. Give TJ.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Hey, Medellin, what's up?
Prove me wrong.
Not much. I just went to bed, or tried to go to bed.
All right. Good night, Medellin.
Okay, have a good night, my sweet prince.
We're podcasting, Medellin.
Okay.
Good night, Medellin.
Hello, everyone.
We're going global, Medellin.
Yep.
Thanks,
We're taking
Eric.
your idea to the internet.
We're going global.
All
We
right. Good
started
night.
on Fish Hatchery Road, and now we're expanding across the world.
And we started at Trivets. It all started at Trivets.
I'd just like to say Medellин's trying to go to bed, and it's 10:10 right
Well,
now.
he's gotta wake up pretty
Yeah, he's
early.
gotta wake up early for work.
They call him the old dog.
I have to wake up
Same
early
here.
for work
Tomorrow
too.
I gotta wake up at a whopping 6:30 and be in Northampton by 7:30.
That's not
That is
bad.
a bad thing.
It's not bad.
That's a shit fucking time.
Yeah, Jonah. Have some decency.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
When do you gotta wake up tomorrow, Jonah?
What?
When do you have to wake up?
Yeah,
can
let's,
wake up
let's
whenever I
say
want.
like
Okay,
that'll
well,
relax
you're
on
right
tomorrow.
off.
What? No, I have work tomorrow. No, I have a 40-hour week job.
Okay, well, I mean, like, you just said you can wake up whenever you want, so I assume,
I gotta go get my shit.
you know,
Okay.
you had
We
to
can
go
walk
back.
this
Is it official that we're not working tomorrow?
Yeah.
I gotta wake up tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. What time do you get to wake up?
About that time.
I mean, yeah, 7:30ish. At least for me.
I'll be looking at the stars, man.
Alright.
Yeah, no, it's definitely gonna rain, like, all.
And now it is 3 of us.
And now there's just 3.
But
But this is
that's-
when the podcast gets interesting.
Should we cut the podcast now and make another podcast for podcast 3, but just with us?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Alright, well, you know what?
End of podcast 2.
Play the music. Alright, thanks for watching. Please feel free to tune into our other podcasts that we have on the channel and maybe check out some of our other videos. Remember, type in promo code Jonah C. Casella to get Mindcom for 20% off. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.